Welcome to another episode of Sitting with Shay. Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with Jennifer Samuels. She is the powerhouse co-owner of Bodies by Perseverance, with a passion in fitness and a drive to really empower women. Jennifer is here to share her expertise and insight on prioritizing our physical health amongst our busy lives. So thank you so much for joining us, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Yes, Jennifer, when I really think about this vision, how did you get to this space of holistic wellness, and how did you really find this passion?
Well, it started when I was younger. My family has always been in some type of physical activity or sports. My aunt played badminton in the Olympics, and then my grandfather played tennis all the way up into the 70s, and then my grandmother actually did jazzercise.
We always joke about jazzercise.
Yes,
but
but it's really a thing, yes.
Now, as a woman of color, I know that this fitness industry is really unique. Are there any challenges that you've specifically dealt with or faced and you had to overcome in this space to have this amazing gym that now is pivotal right here in our community?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that, especially as a woman of color, we grow up looking different and feeling different. So already we go in there with kind of that, you know, that deposition when we step into a gym. So then I think finding a community, finding like a friend to come with you and to experience that, and definitely just kind of try things out. Now, like how I feel like at our gym, you got to feel that vibe. So there is a gym, just like anything else, that has a vibe that calls you. And so, you know, if a teacher is the one that motivates you to come every day, then maybe you should go visit that place. Or maybe some other gym is playing great music. But I'd like to say with our gym in the community, we have all of that. And what's nice is that our staff is fully diverse too.
I love that. I know we look at fitness often as a male-dominated space. How do you empower women to really feel confident and comfortable in the gym environment?
So I'd like to encourage women that whatever type of movement they like, whether it be from, you know, walking in the park, walking the dog, even doing a couple squats here and there if they want to progress their level, and yoga, Pilates, anything that gets them moving, I encourage. I mean, because there's not one type of exercise that even the doctor says, hey, I want you to specifically do this exercise. They just say exercise and good nutrition.
I love that. You got to find what fuels you, what keeps you going. For women who are really looking to start their physical journey and start this fitness journey, but they may be overwhelmed because, like you said, there are a lot of options, right? Is there any advice or specific things we should be looking for to find the right trainer or gym or program that really suits us as individuals?
Yeah, I mean, you know, now that we have Google and reviews, I would definitely do the research and look up the reviews and see what they say. Maybe even call the gym and see if they have any free passes or studios, and see if you can do a drop-in and see if that works. I mean, I don't know what other gyms would encourage, fitness, like having people come into their business and try it out.
I like that. Try it out. Make sure it fits you. Jennifer, one common question I know that a lot of women have is about the frequency, the duration of workouts. If we're looking for a specific type of impact, is there a right way or a wrong way to do this?
No, there's not. I mean, I believe in, like 5 pillars. You know, if you're looking for a goal in mind, definitely nutrition, rest, recovery, and then, the resistance training and all that can come, but all of those kind of parts have to work together. So there's not really one way to work out type of training. It's trying to find the time and have the mindset to have all those parts working to be more effective.
I like that. Now, is 30 minutes not enough, or is it just right at the sweet spot, or is there anything we should be aiming for when we go to those workouts?
No, I mean, I think it's based on your goal. So, I mean, if a 30-minute workout is what fits your schedule and you could get it in and you feel like that's enough, I think that's enough. Now, if you're trying to train for something more, then maybe 45, like your endurance can go a little bit further than that, and you could do for 45. You have like a lot of athletes or marathoners that supplement a lot of different types of training, and you don't want to overexhaust or overtrain as well.
I like that. So if you don't have a lot of time, it doesn't matter. Start with what works for you. Now, I know that you and your husband are co-owners in Bodies by Perseverance, and I think it's beautiful to see you come together, but everyone, however, does not have that same type of support. So when you share about your enthusiasm for fitness, and maybe your partner doesn't have that same enthusiasm, do you have maybe any tips for people that are trying to prioritize it and stay healthy and maintain their fitness journey, and they may not have that supportive partner that's in the same space as them?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great, great question. You can write down your goals.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, venture out, try a gym, and you might even meet someone there that you might say, hey, she was at my speed, he was at my speed, and I would love to be, be accountable and, see you Wednesday,
Right.
And then, but I would just say, try to find a buddy, or try to even if somebody is across the continent, you could say, hey, I'm headed over here. This is what it looks like. And, we have like a family chat. And so my dad was trying to lose weight, and he would always take pictures of him on the bike, or take pictures of, his progress. Yeah. So it's, you could even do that from afar.
I love that. And I think that gets me to a question I hadn't thought about asking, but now it's, how do you pick sometimes the right accountability partner? Because it sounds like even if it's not your partner, you can find an accountability partner. And I have sometimes failed in finding the right person to be accountable. Is there anything we should be looking for, like frequency or, commitment? What should we be looking for when we're finding those accountability partners?
So, I mean, and that's a hard thing too, because what if your accountability partner suddenly just goes rogue, goes missing, or is just way above, just you're trying to keep your own pace. So, I mean, I would just say find some type of coach either too, that can help you. At least they'll know your pace, and then every time you show up, then they know where you're at. And like I said, even if it's hi, I just want to check in with my friends, maybe afterwards we can get coffee. It doesn't have to be I'm going to the gym right now, meet me there.
Yes.
It's more about hey, I'll see you on Tuesday. You can distinguish and know who those people are. But I think like I said, meet with a trainer or the instructor and just say, okay, I'll see you Wednesday. And then they're like, hey, I'll see you then. And that's what happens a lot with a community when you build those relationships.
Build community. That's a great tip, because I always thought your accountability partner had to go to the gym with you at the exact same time you were going. But you're saying just find somebody maybe that can be accountable with you along the way, by keeping you accountable even if they don't show up to the gym when you show up.
Correct.
I love that. While navigating this dynamic space, is there a real I know there's a balance between nutrition and working out, and it can be challenging. Do you have any advice for clients that are trying to find that balance between nutrition and working out?
Sure. Well, I believe in both, because the fact that nutrition is definitely about 90% of it. And then the training part, it's either people love to train, but you can't outwork your diet. So, and so I would say that, along the lines, you should always try to balance the two. Throughout the day, people say, I'm too busy, I can't get X. Well, you got to really determine what's really your goal, and also what's hard for you. Is it hard because you can't make time, or is it hard for you because of training? Is it hard because you just can't get through it? So you got to pick your goal and then keep that mindset, and then try to balance the two of nutrition and exercise together.
I think these are some great tips. I hope you guys are getting these at home. Jennifer, as we're getting near the end of our conversation, I would love to hear your thoughts or belief on how the most empowering aspect of prioritizing your fitness overall for women that are saying, I haven't prioritized it. Like you said, sometimes it's just not at the top of our list. If you could just give us something that maybe will keep us empowered on this wellness journey.
Yeah, I mean, for women especially, we're highest in osteoporosis. I mean, we go through so many changes with menopause, with hormonal changes. And, the one thing the doctor always keeps up with us is saying, hey, have a balanced nutrition and diet. And then also as well, rest, hydration. So as we age, we have to also shift our paradigm too. So a lot of times I have women that come in and they say, you know, I was an athlete and now I can't do this. And I'm like, well, then this is a new body you got to embrace. Yeah. So let's find something that works with this new body. So definitely the mindset, and then also making sure you're writing down things, writing your goals, and then, you know, talk to someone if needed. So if one day was really hard and you couldn't make it to the gym, nothing could happen, you know, try to say, flush that out and just say, okay, I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
You have the power to start all over and press restart. Now, someone might be tuning in and you have maybe inspired them to get moving like you have inspired me. Is there maybe a go-to move or a simple, something that we can get started that you would recommend if somebody's at home and saying, I'm ready to get moving, but I might be short on time, I might be short on space. Is there maybe a go-to move that we can get our bodies moving with?
Yeah, so I like to say, I like to start standing and then end your way towards the floor. Okay. So meaning from like a squat, and then you can progress that with like lunges. And then from there you can go to the floor, do push-ups, and then turn around and then do abs. So you can add, you know, as many reps, you can do it with a timer, and then you can even start adding weight. So then again, squats, lunges to a push-up, and then abs. And then from there, it's called progressive overload when you keep adding any type of resistance or any type of, you know, things that make it challenging. So I would say start with the basic moves and don't worry about like stuff. They show fancy stuff on Instagram.
Yes, they do.
But just start simple, because those simple things will actually help you in the end and as you age.
The simple things still work. What would you know here? I have really enjoyed this conversation. As we wrap this empowering conversation with Jennifer, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude for you coming in, sharing your wisdom, your passion for fitness, and really for making sure we prioritize our physical health. It's so important, ladies. And it's also not just about looking good, but it's about feeling good from the inside out. Until next time, I want to make sure you guys keep tuning in for inspiring conversations right here on Sitting with Shay J. Stay motivated, stay active, and keep striving for your fitness goals. And remember, you can always restart.